Welcome into the Upstate Pulse. My name is Lonzo. It is a beautiful Saturday night, and the voice is not all the way back, so might have some coughing fits at some point. If so, I apologize, but we should be all right. Thank you for being a part of the show. What an unseasonable day in South Carolina, by the way. I don't know if it's that way in Georgia or North Carolina. You can let us know. More than likely, it was a very mild day compared to what it was a couple of weeks ago.
We could be in an armpit of weather.
Well, I don't know about armpit. Yeah, but maybe I don't know if it is, it's the right armpit, because nobody wants to be in the left armpit. Thank you for taking us along with you while you're on your way to where you're going, or let's say you're on your way back from that wonderful Clemson win today. Maybe you are still stuck in Clemson and you're looking around trying to find something to listen to, and you found us. We appreciate it. And you can listen to us the entire time while you're sitting there trying to get out of there, because it takes a long time to get out of that place. And I will tell you that today is a wonderful day, because we're going to be talking about a ton of things, including the new Doctor Who. We're going to break down some AEW, which is about to happen here in a little bit. We have video games, Nerd Roundtable. We like to welcome back the man who was on assignment, and now he's back, ladies and gentlemen, Odie.
Sometimes we have to leave the studio and go on assignment. And sometimes we come back to rapturous applause. And for people to stop and say, oh, there's Odie. Yes, I'm back. I'd like to thank you all for keeping the seat warm for me, keeping my buttons warm, and having just general fun.
Where was the choir hiding?
I keep them in my book bag. They're good. It's a good choir, isn't it?
It's not a bad choir. By the way, the other voice that you hear is someone who doesn't get a choir or his own theme music.
That would give him a choir.
That would be Cameron. Okay.
Yeah.
This sounds more to me like it's time to do a Boot Barn commercial. Welcome into the Boot Barn. We've got everything at the Boot Barn.
Who are you trying to sell the boots to?
We've got socks.
I could do some boots.
Got handkerchiefs.
Handkerchiefs?
I like myself a good handkerchief.
Cover your cheeks with a handkerchief. We've got the music's over. Anyway, we got all kinds of stuff on the show tonight, including the fact that Odie's back. We are glad that Odie is back. Matthew's not here, and we don't know where he is, so he's just not here. Hopefully, he's okay wherever he may be. If
maybe he's hither or dither.
He could be yonder. He possibly is yonder, but he is not here. Tim is going to make it back eventually. He is, especially with the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special coming up in just a few weeks. That's right, just a few weeks. Cannot wait for that. In the meantime, text line is 71307. Make sure you throw a little flaccid in there, as many C's as you want. Because we're generous like that. We are also live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and the X.
X gonna give it to you.
Either the Upstate Pulse or News Talk 98.9. And you can comment. Like Chris is up in there, and so is Mark. Chris says, "What's up, guys? What's up, Chris?" Mark says, "Hey, guys, shout out to Kid Flaccid. Lonzo, how's MJF going to do tonight?" Well, we're going to talk about that really, really quick. Let's see. Chris says, "Matthew, explain yourself." I'm not going to read the thing about Odie being a Celtic warrior.
Because I am.
Or maybe he's a Celtic warrior.
No, Celtic.
You don't play basketball, I guess. And
okay. So
Dave says,
hold on.
Guten, hello. What?
Celtic?
Boston Celtics?
Nah.
That's you didn't get what that was.
Wing Commander, this is requesting a flyby straight over Odie's head. Thank you.
You don't know.
Was that Major Tom?
You don't know of the Boston Celtics ground control.
Yeah. They're Celtics.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
No, seriously.
No, honestly, no.
You've
Yeah.
never heard of the Boston Celtics.
Maybe
You don't
it's
know
somewhere deep
you don't
in my-
remember Larry Bird? I mean, the most famous Boston Celtic of all
Did he
time.
do a lot of flipping?
No.
Okay, no.
Well, apparently he did a lot of stuff talking, which could be flipping, I guess.
Yeah.
But verbally.
No.
But yeah, he
No.
did all that.
Not particular. No.
Before we get into the show, though, and Scott and everybody, will get to your comments in just a minute. Let me tell you what's coming up less than a week from now. It is the Borderlands Black Friday sale, the only store that I will go to on Black Friday, because, things aren't as vicious as they used to be on Black Friday. At least they don't seem to be, because so many people are ordering online now. There was a time where fights and riots and things would happen during Black Friday, and it may still happen. Will not happen at the Borderlands Comics and Games 3-day Black Friday sale starting November 24th. So the day after Thanksgiving, which is Black Friday, 10 a.m., be there. And if you happen to have 10 cans of food and donate them to the Harvest Hope Food Bank, which you can do right there, you get 10% off of most of the sale prices there. And there are sale prices going on. Trust me. Comic supply is going to be 20% off. New comics and graphic novels, 20% off. All games, 15% off. Toys, Funkos, and statues, 20% off. They have grab bags, Funko grab bags. So what it is, if you're into Funko Pops, which we were just in there today, and I bought me a Dodoria because I didn't have a Dodoria. And if you know who a Dodoria is, then you're in the right place as far as the show goes. They also have, so the Funko Pop grab bags is you buy the grab bag and they have several pops in there and you don't know what you're going to get. So it's kind of like, it's a grab bag. That's what they do. And back issues on the floor are 30% off. So let's say you wanted to get into a comic, but you're just now getting into it. Back issues are, you go back and all the ones that have already come out, you can get those for 30% off. Also, t-shirts are buy two, get one free. So a lot of stuff going on at Borderlands. Check it out. Make sure you come over there. Chances are you're going to see us right there at 10 a.m. on Friday. And it's always fun. And the new store means more merch that they bring out for sale. And it's a good time. Come out and hang out with all the nerds and the geeks and all the pop culture fans over at Lonzo. I prefer my Gregoria melted over Nochi with a nice unsweet tea.
Why would you do that to acquire?
Yeah, I said Dudoria, not Gregoria. Gregoria, is that like it's chance, right?
Yeah, the Gregorians.
Yeah, so he was going to melt some monks over some.
Well, so you're chanting over tea, which might make it taste better. I don't know. I got invited for a nachi. I don't know how to say it.
Does that bless it?
It could. It definitely could. It just depends on what kind of chant. We've heard evil Gregorian chants before. So I guess it still would be just blessing.
In the opposite direction.
Yeah.
No, wouldn't that be cursing?
I don't know. Text line 71307 is evil blessing actually cursing? Because I don't know. I don't know. Odie, so if you're an evil entity, or you worship an evil entity and you give a blessing, is it technically a curse? I think it's still a blessing, but it's a blessing in the name of something evil.
Yes.
Okay.
I think in the context of like D&D or something, it would definitely be that.
All right. So these are deep thoughts that we like to do here. And
we're like your shower thoughts at night.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the dyslexic satanic guy?
No.
He sold his soul to Santa.
I'm making good deal with that soul.
Ho, ho, ho. Thank you for the soul.
Chris on the stream says it's a curse. I don't know. I think it's still a blessing. It's an evil blessing. And an evil blessing doesn't necessarily mean
a bad thing.
It's a curse, because if you're blessing someone who's evil with evil, then that's not a curse to them. That's a blessing.
That's an evil stimulant.
Yes, that's exactly what that is. Now, we do neither condone or any of that stuff, but yeah.
Hail Santa. Hail Santa.
Okay. All right. Let me tell you that AEW has a big pay-per-view going on right now. It's right now. Wow. I hit that. That should not do that.
It's some emphasis.
No, that is weird. That should not cause my mic to go in and out. Or is it causing my headphones? I don't.
I think it's causing your headphones.
This is causing my headphones. That's still weird. That's still
Your
weird.
mic is there.
So why
see-
are you continuously doing it?
Because if I may need to report it to engineering. Anyway, so we're going to go through this really quick before we take our first break. We're not going to spend a lot of time on it because when we come back, we're going to talk rodeo, which Odie spends time at the rodeo.
Sometimes.
Yes. But
Here, I've got this for you. Do you want to do this one?
we're going to do the
Upstate
oh
Pulse
yeah, I
presents
guess why not?
The real sports news.
It's still real to me, damn it.
It's time for the Wrestling Report.
It is apropos because the song right there is from Chris Jericho and Fozzy. All right, so
Waka waka.
Rob and I, different Fozzy. Rob and I from the Rob Brown Show, we've already did our picks, but I will recount them here. The loser will face the Nerf wall. I will tell you that I faced it last time, so technically, unless I get a tie, I'm not hitting the wall. So,
And you don't wear button-up shirts, so you're not going to get a tie.
well, if I did, it would be a clip one.
Mhm.
So that means somebody is hitting the wall for the second time or for the first time, unless I tie. Unless I tie.
Unless you get a tie. Yeah.
All right, so the first matchup we're going to go with Claudio Castagnoli versus Buddy Matthews. Cameron, who you got?
Buddy Matthews, I guess.
Okay. Why are you uncertain?
Because I was looking at the list and I realized that that's useless.
No, it's on there. It's at the bottom. You're trying to go from the top
Why are
We're
you
going from the
going
bottom
from the
to-
bottom up?
because the top is the main event. So you start
okay.
from the bottom. All right. Claudio Castagnoli or Buddy Matthews?
I'm going to go with Claudio Castagnoli. Yeah?
Okay, that's a good move
Oh,
by Odie.
the leprechaun.
I am also going with Claudio Castagnoli,
Oh boy.
and Rob Brown is going with Buddy Matthews.
Potato.
All right, the ROH World Championship between Eddie Kingston and Jay Lethal. I'm going to go ahead and go first here and go Eddie Kingston, even though I don't want to. Rob has also went Eddie Kingston. Odie, who you got?
Eddie Kingston.
Okay, Cameron.
I'll also go with Eddie Kingston.
All right. Surprise there. This is why we don't usually tell our picks first because everyone just follows us.
No, I
Well,
just
no,
heard. I was
I
doing
love-
something over here, and I heard Eddie Kingston. was
I
like,
could
"That
say
sounds
my
good to me."
reasoning because I know that AEW really likes Eddie Kingston.
You're right. They do. It's weird. All right. The next match is for the ROH Tag Team Championships. MJF and Adam Cole currently hold those tag team titles, but Adam Cole is hurt. And as of last night, MJF is running out of friends. Samoa Joe offered to be his partner as long as Samoa Joe gets a shot at the title later on. And MJF finally said yes. So it's MJF and Samoa Joe versus the Guns. Cameron, who you got?
I'm going to go with MJF and Samoa Joe.
All right. Odie, who you got?
Second Amendment.
All right. So Rob and I also go with, let me put this in the right place, go with MJF and Samoa Joe. I mean, it still wouldn't shock me if there wasn't a little back turning in there as far as Samoa Joe goes,
Mhm.
maybe walking away and letting MJF lose the belts, but we'll see. All right, the next match, Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho versus the Young Bucks. Odie, who you got? Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho or the Young Bucks?
I go with the Young Bucks on this one.
All right, Cameron, who you got?
Kenny Omega.
Okay, and Rob and I also went with Kenny Omega and Jericho.
So when you're shooting me with the Nerf gun, just try and get my right side, okay?
Well, whichever it takes. All right, the next one, Sting, Darby Allin, and Adam Copeland, who is Edge, versus Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne. I will tell you, Adam Copeland used to be on Vikings with Odie,
So say,
even though he
your
didn't
friend.
know who he was. So
Yeah, he's the dude with the thing.
yeah, exactly. So
guy.
Odie, who you got? Sting, Darby, and Copeland, or Christian Cage, Luchasaurus, and Nick Wayne?
Darby O'Gill.
Okay, all right. Cameron.
I was going to go with Sting in that team.
Okay, and let's see.
Englishman.
Rob went with them, and I am the lone person going with Christian Cage and
Oh.
those guys. All right, Texas Death Match. which means anything goes between Hangman Adam Page and Swerve Strickland. I just got to say, and I know I see all your comments, guys. I'll get to those. Hangman finally did something that I liked. His promo against Swerve Strickland was excellent, and when he told Prince Nana he was going to beat him up and steal his weed, that was hilarious. So I am going Hangman Adam Page. Cameron, who you got?
Well, first question: is there going to be chainsaws and chili?
Could be. It's Texas, man. I don't know.
I'm going to go Swerve. I'm going to go with the Swerve and go with Swerve.
All right, Odie, who you got?
What was the first guy?
You got the list, the sheet in front of you, dude. I mean,
it's up here.
Second page.
Yeah, it's the second page.
Who's on first?
Yes, we are at the Texas Death Match, which is right in the middle.
Yes isn't even here.
So
Texas Death Match. I'm going to go with the Hangman.
Okay. All right. There we go. All right. The next match, AEW TBS Championship against my friend Chris Statlander, Julia Hart, Red Velvet, or Sky Blue. Chris Statlander really likes popcorn. That's all I got to say. I am going with Sky Blue because I believe there's going to be a swerve there. She looks like she's going to be Julia Hart's friend, and I think she's going to steal the whole thing. Rob went with Julia Hart. Odie, who are you going with?
Julia Hart.
Cameron.
I'm going to go with Sky Blue.
Okay. All right. Couple more matches, but what we're going to do is we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to finish this up, and then we're going to talk rodeo. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas. All right. Mark says if Buddy Matthews wins, he'll have help from the House of Black. Otherwise, Claudio wins. Yeah, House of Black is being so underutilized.
It's Claudio.
Cesaro.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Let's see. Chris says that's what'll happen. Samoa Joe will turn traitor. Yeah, I think so. I think he'll get in the heart of the match. And I almost picked the other way because of that. Let's see. Viper, have I ever mentioned how much I hate foosball? Got out of work late just as the game ended. Oh, that sucks for you. Odie had to deal with it today. Yeah, that traffic is not good.
Yeah, I had to go up to the Clemson Arena.
Yeah, Dave's on 123. You do not want to be on 123 right now. Yeah, Mark, I think Sky Blue, they're setting her up to be a part of House of Black and be with Julia. But I think she's going to end up betraying everybody. And that might actually put her in House of Black because that's what they like. We're doing this first because the thing starts at 8 o'clock. Actually, some of these matches, luckily we already picked the early matches, may have already happened because I think the pre-show started at 7. Yes, information collector Darby O'Gill, Sean Connery was in that. Odie and I
was in it.
Have talked about it a great deal, about the Banshee and
don't mention her name.
And about the carriage and
Darby O'Gill, get in.
Yeah, and how freaky that is as a kid. It was pretty scary.
Scared?
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Try saying that in the microphone.
Sorry. Would earplugs be able to help fend off?
Oh no, she's earplug proof.
How do you know?
It's the Banshee.
Okay. That's like saying that's
It is like the devil.
Her wail as a kid, after seeing it, when you are just about asleep, you can almost hear it in the distance.
I heard it.
And it just freaks you out.
I heard it in real life.
I just thought it was my ex-wife.
What?
One of them. One of the 12.
All right, we have
lived a long life,
we
Odie.
have 4 matches to pick, and then we'll talk rodeo.
Yes, rodeo. Yeah.
Rodeo.
Which I still haven't been to yet, and we're discussing that because I want to be able to go there and because I can't say this isn't my first rodeo because it would be.
I can't say that anymore.
Yeah, then after that, I wouldn't be able to say
Even
it,
my
but-
boy can say that
Yeah,
no more.
see, I can still say that. Well, I can't say that because I haven't been to rodeo.
Depends on the rodeo.
Here's my dear, my darling love. Why do you look so disheveled all of a sudden?
No who, me?
No.
Or him?
Cameron the disheveled.
I just decided to be like this.
It's a head angle.
It must be a head angle.
Yeah, he does look disheveled. Yeah, you do.
I kind of messed my hair
That's
up a little
kind
bit.
of why I'm not why I am wearing a
Am
hat
I slightly
tonight.
sexier? Just like mildly.
Yeah, thank you for your restraint. Literally and figuratively.
Come on, Odie. Do it.
Scared now.
You know you want to.
Stop. Why?
Why what?
Why you?
I'm putting on a bed.
Okay, all right. You just seem to be awful happy over there. Just
I was laughing
Thank
at
you,
that.
information.
Okay.
I was just giggling away laughing to the guy.
well, yeah, because Galaxy Quest. I watched a good portion of it again the other day. It comes on, and you just can't help it.
It's
And
so good.
I just happened to catch a part. Can you fashion a rudimentary lathe? That's always one of my
You see,
favorite parts.
that's what I call a stand-up film. Not that it's so good that it's stand-up performance. It's you walk in, you turn through the TV channels, and you find it. You will stay standing up and watching it. You'd be like, "I go now in a minute. I go now in a minute," and you just you just stand up and keep watching it.
Absolutely. All right, let us finish the wrestling really quick so we can move on to rodeo.
Something else.
Yes. AEW Women's Championship between Hikaru Shida and Timeless Tony Storm. Timeless Tony Storm, Odie would love her, by the way. All her promos are in black and white. She has the Marilyn Monroe look and the old time
Just go to the internet here.
silent film type thing. And it's really good.
Can I go ahead and cast my vote then?
Go ahead, Cameron.
I'd like to go with Timeless Tony Storm then.
All right. And Odie, you going to wait or are you just going to tell me who you want?
Oh, lordy lord. Yeah. Mhm.
You going with Tony Storm?
Right there.
Okay. All right. And I will tell you that Rob and I both went with Tony Storm. Hikaru Shida, by the way, my favorite female wrestler in AEW. I think she's held the title a couple of times and she has deserved it. Hate to see her lose it, but I think she is going to definitely lose it then. All right. AEW World Tag Team Championships. Ricky Stark and Big Bill, who are the current champions, versus La Faction Ignoble. I can't do it. I'm not even going to try. Versus FTR versus Kings of the Black Throne. Odie, as a person of European,
Unless I'm not. I'm going to go with the Kings of the Black
No,
Throne.
I just okay, all right. Well, I'll go ahead and put you down for that, but I would like you to pronounce La Faction.
Nope.
Okay, it was worth a shot. All right, Cameron, who you got?
Well, I'll never pick the French. So,
Oh, yeah.
They're Spanish. It's Mexican.
Wait, what?
actually. It's Mexican.
oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Then I'll go with them.
Okay, good, because I did too. Well, it might be good. It might be because remember, I can't lose unless I tie. So
Ingo
as long
You
as
might be
someone's
tying with me.
as long as someone's there with me, and Rob went with the boring FTR.
If I was to pronounce it, I would say Ingo Bernabel.
That's probably I just can't do it. All right, AEW
Ain't no gobbler.
AEW International Championship. The current champ is Orange Cassidy versus my favorite wrestler, John Moxley, my favorite current wrestler. Cameron, who you got? Orange Cassidy or John Moxley?
I'm gonna go Orange Cassidy.
All right. Odie, who you got? Come on, man. Pull it together. We're almost done.
Oh, full bottle of wine. Orange Cassidy.
Okay. I am trying not to figure out what he just said. All right. I'm going with John Moxley, and Rob went with Ricky Starks. All right.
Wait, why?
No, that was earlier. Rob went with Ricky Starks. I don't know why. He went, anyway, Rob went with Orange Cassidy. All right. Finally, the last one for the AEW World Championship, MJF versus Jay White. I am going with Jay White. Rob has gone with MJF. Cameron, who you got?
MJF.
And Odie.
Michael Jackson's friend.
That would be MJF.
Yes, it would.
assume. Okay, I'm slow. All right, so there we go. Now the picks are in for Nerf Wall. We'll find out who faces the wall next week.
Probably later on.
May it be Robert of Brown.
All right, so Odie, in case you guys didn't know this, and you probably didn't, Odie and his family are. What, you think we should take a break before we go rodeo?
What do you reckon? And maybe come back into the rodeo?
Normally, I don't take requests, but you're the producer trying to keep me on time.
Slightly.
Okay, let's take a break. All right. When we come back, we're going to talk rodeo. I've never been to rodeo. Have any of you guys ever been to rodeo? Text line 71307. We will get to your text too. Also, check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or X at either Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD.
I was gonna say define rodeo. We're talking about an organized one, or you're talking about just riding a bull through random streets?
Keith, I will tell you, I do believe that Kermit has wrestled before. I don't know how well he did.
Hi ho, Kermit the Frog
You're
here, coming
trying
live
to-
from
I
News
think you're
Talk
saying wrestling
98.9.
pigs, but no, that's just wrong.
I like New Zealand wrestlers.
Stop. You can take it down now.
No.
Are they showing the black and white promos, or are you just looking at
Awesome.
pictures? Yeah. Her deal is after she does an interview, she throws her shoe at whoever's interviewing her. That's hilarious. And in the promo, she'll say, "Watch out for the shoe." This somewhere she'll say, "Watch out for the
Watch
shoe."
out for the shoe.
Is it quickly says like,
I think
oh yeah,
that-
and watch out for the shoe.
Chris says an Irish curse on Rob Brown. May he wall to the wall. Excuse me. Sorry.
Should
about
that be whale to the wall?
I was thinking
Wall
it
to
was
the
probably
wall?
whale.
I don't know.
Chris, are we sandwiching him with two walls?
Why not?
I
Wall
think
his
between me
nut.
and Odie, we could probably pick up a
what
wall.
we should do is set up a crossfire of Nerf.
Okay.
Yeah. Although, why not like have people on either side and in front? So there's
You're
like
describing
no,
a Nerf box.
yes, the Nerf box. We'll put him in the Nerf box.
Will we like make a poll and see if any listeners want to come?
Yes.
Oh no! By the way, I have mentioned this that if Rob Brown loses, and I said this on the Rob Brown show, I will do a contest, and a lucky winner, a lucky listener, will get to come in and shoot Rob with a Nerf gun.
Just one?
Yes, but Rob has demanded that you cannot bring your own gun. You have to use one of ours.
Yes, you
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
use.
And I've also
pre-approved Nerf
said that
guns.
if that should happen, I will buy a brand new gun,
Just
Nerf
for the
gun,
listener.
just for the listener. Yes.
you
I
win,
want
you
to be a
win.
listener.
So keep that in mind, Chris, because you've been wanting it. If it should happen, a listener is going to win and get to come into the studio and get to shoot Rob Brown with a Nerf gun. At least as far as I know, I don't think I have to go through legal to make sure that it wouldn't be held. No, I'm serious. It's just
No, I mean it's a good question.
yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's all right. As of now, we're going to do that.
Barring the red
Yeah,
tape.
it's unless I go through legal and they say no, and no, you cannot bring your own Nerf ammo. Rob Brown has made a point to say no, you cannot, and I'm fine with that. I get his problems with that.
Yep.
He is more concerned about Rob Young showing up with his Gatling gun, but
We need to make that happen.
Oh, look, our lucky winner.
I am the only one in this room who has fallen victim to the Gatling gun,
Hopefully.
and I was first.
Well, here's the thing. Rob wouldn't be the special guest winner. Rob would just show up. The exalted.
Oh, that's
Rob
what I
would.
said. He's like, well, Rob wouldn't come. I was like, yeah, he'll come in for that.
Yeah.
He'll
Special
definitely-
occasion.
Yeah, he's busy, but he'll come in for that.
I think
That could be a good point there. Information.
I hope
collector.
Chris wins, but
Well, even so, I mean,
well, what I was making a joke saying like extra red tape.
no, who might even get Bill Frady to come in. Because I'm guessing Bill's pretty accurate with the Nerf.
Oh, I'd say he is.
Yeah, so I mean, a 12 pounder.
It's
No,
a
that's probably a
12
bad idea.
What's the spread on that?
Yes, Cameron, I have a rule at home, no kamehamehas, but we're not at home.
Oh, so I could just do it now?
They're perfectly okay in here. If you want to do that, you want to do solar flare, you want to go special beam cannon, do all that stuff.
I'm just going to say I'm very confused.
It's okay. It's all
Okay.
right.
Something just happened in here, and I just looked at the two boys, and I'm like, some things I just don't need to know.
It's okay. You're about to see a lot of blue and a
I
lot
would-
of yelling.
I would ask if they have anime in Ireland, but I can't do that till the Ask Odie
Not
segment.
quite yet.
And we're just not there yet.
I mean, you can ask, but you won't get an
Nah,
answer.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go outside the segment. By the way, if you want to be a part of the show, text line 71307. We've been reading the messages on the stream, but I don't know if we have any texts. Odie, have you checked? Do we have texts?
Nothing I can read out.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for them anyway.
Yeah,
And if
I
you have
appreciate
special messages just for Odie,
Yeah.
go ahead and send them.
You mean 71307?
Just remember that Tara gets to read them Monday morning.
Oh, yeah, so make them as elaborate as you want.
Yeah. So
Fine.
Odie, in case you didn't know, is his family is into the rodeo. I still haven't been to rodeo yet, but Odie is like, I guess, a cowboy.
Yeah. Now, y'all don't know what you're missing when you see an Irishman stroll, mosey, I would say, into a rodeo. And there he's standing with little horses and his little lasso. And except you don't call it a lasso, you call it a rope, because you go roping cattle, not lassoing cattle, because you look like a country bumpkin if you say lassoing cattle.
Is that true?
That's apparently what my wife told me. She beat me with her spurs.
Okay.
I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it because, well, sadistic and all that kind of stuff.
That's just odd. And that's probably something
No,
we
that's
should talk about on the
masochism.
radio. Yeah, well, or is it sadism? I always get those confused.
No. Sadism is
When you
enjoying the pain
enjoy
you enjoying the pain you give others. Masochism is the pain you receive.
I'm not going to ask how Pappy knows that because we all know why.
I've lived a long time.
The thing is my wife walked up to me one day after I'd done something extremely OD-esque, which I can't say on the radio because the FCC will just come down on me.
It also requires a squirt bottle.
It does. And she's saying to me, if you do that again, I'm going to zing you. Now, I didn't really know what zinging was, and I did it again. Now, zinging
Is that like a zigga?
No, that's the Spice Girls.
Okay.
Zinging is where she gets her spurs because, yes, she wears spurs.
Well, you have to. That's like the equipment for
Yeah.
yeah.
And she zinged it down my leg.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie, I enjoyed it, but that's just me.
I get it. It's like I shouldn't be enjoying this.
Was
But
there
No, there was no blood or anything.
Okay.
Like that. It was
all
just,
right.
she got me on, the fatty part of your leg down the calf because it's a rodeo and you catch calves.
Well,
so what you're saying is
my
it's-
legs are very shapely, so I wouldn't know about that.
It's
But,
a
you
light
know,
singing.
Yeah, I think she went light on me because, I am actually her husband. And,
Well, yeah, that helps.
She might actually love you and whatnot.
Yeah.
apparently,
Yeah, there's some
for
of
the
that.
life of me, I'm
Sorry,
sometimes-
Pappy's here for the rodeo segment.
All right, so you wanted to talk about rodeo. So there actually was.
Yeah.
I saw pictures
Still
and
is.
video. and
If
stuff, yeah.
anybody is in the Clemson area, if you've been to the game today and you still don't want to leave Clemson, then head on over to the T. Ed Garrison Arena. Clemson Rodeo is there tonight. It's the Easy Benz Rodeo. absolutely fantastic. I was there last night taking photographs, watching the rodeos going on, watching some of the bull riding and the barrel racing, and it's great fun. So head on over there. It starts at 8 o'clock. You kind of want to get motoring now, but if you get there a little bit late, you'll still see some of the great action. So that's, if you haven't been to a rodeo, then I would definitely advise, if this was your first rodeo, then head to the Easy Bends at the T. Ed Garrison Arena.
It's weird because we have a friend of the family, still a friend of the family, someone who my daughter grew up with, who was a barrel racer forever. I don't think she's doing it anymore, but all growing up, that's what she did.
And she was extremely good at it.
Yeah, she was really good at it. She's she's very small, so
Yeah.
it worked out really good
Should
for
be
her.
light, yeah. No, barrel racing is cool. Watching the girls doing the barrel racing, and guys, I've seen guys doing barrel racing as well. The speed that they get up to on those horses, it's kind of scary watching them. And I've sometimes been lying on the ground taking the photographs of them doing the barrel racing. And yeah, when you're lying on the ground,
How close?
about 15 feet away from a horse that's going at full tilt, it just things pucker up a little bit and you're like, don't hit me. But yeah, and it is fun. I know there's a barrier between it. Like, I've had one of the bulls, after he threw his rider, run towards me, and all that was between me and this.
Did you squeal?
A little bit. All that's between me and this big massive bull was a wooden fence, and I'm like, well, I've had a good life. It's been fun.
Did you paint a wall in front of you?
Behind me? Possibly.
That trick always works. So what you do is you paint a real quick like hallway,
Yeah.
and then you quickly seal it up after the bull goes by.
Information collector says, Lonzo, I was a championship barrel racer. I gave the barrels a head start, but I still was faster. I
was imagining a whole bunch of barrels, it's like with big mouths, just screaming for their lives as information collectors just hunting them down.
So what's an average day at the rodeo? I mean, because you spend time at a rodeo, so
Yeah.
Are they generally the same events happen in order?
Same events
Okay.
happen in order. So when I was there pretty much all day yesterday, got there, well, my wife was there all day yesterday. I got there about maybe 4 o'clock, brought food, and hung out with my son for a while and entertained him while my wife was off doing practice and getting ready, because they do the drill team. So they present the flag at the start of the rodeo. They've got 6 girls on the team, and they do some really intricate kind of riding within it's kind of synchronized riding. It's crazy to watch it. And so then it goes on to the bareback, the broncs, the horses. It's bareback riding, got to stay on for 8 seconds. Then it goes on to saddle bronc, which is guys on the saddle. Then it goes to steer wrestling, where the guys run along beside the
Greco-Roman?
The which?
Never mind. Keep
Okay.
going.
They run along beside the horse goes along beside the steer, which is a smaller cow. They jump off the horse, a perfectly good horse that they jump off, and then they wrestle a steer to the ground. Then you've got the breakaway, which is the girls who rope the steers, and the rope has to break away from the horse. And then there's loads of different events.
All right.
just
So
head on down to them.
generally, how long does the rodeo last?
Oh, it starts at about 8 o'clock. You could be 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And then late into the night, you have what's called, I can't remember the name of it. But during the rodeo, you might have 10 guys on the bull riding, 10 guys doing the barrel racing, 10 whatever. And then you've got the extras, because you might have 35 competitors in each section, and they'll do, after the rodeo, the main rodeo is finished, the competition still keeps going on. So they'll keep going. They'll keep, I can't remember what it's called, but there is a name for it, where you're not in the main event, but you're still competing.
Oh, that's cool. Information collector Cameron said that. I got to give him credit for that. So I do. So have you spent time around any of the riders other than your wife?
Yeah.
So are they crazy?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Absolutely
All right.
nuts.
So when we're talking crazy, I mean, what kind of crazy are we talking about? I mean,
So the riders themselves,
what do those guys do in their spare time when they're not riding?
they probably wrestle alligators,
Okay. All right.
but the riders themselves are crazy. But then you've got the bullfighters.
Yeah.
And they're just a different breed
So where do you fit better?
in radio.
Okay. All right.
I'm
That's
not
a good
getting
answer.
I'm not
That's a
getting
good
on a
answer.
bull.
I meant psychologically. but that's fine.
Psychologically, yeah, I don't know.
If both groups are going out for the night, the bull riders or the bullfighters,
Yes.
who are you hanging with?
bullfighters.
Okay. All
They
right.
show me some really good pictures.
Okay. All right. Do they?
I seen some interesting wounds.
Oh,
Extra
okay.
holes being put into bodies.
All right. All right.
Very close to other existing ones.
That doesn't sound like fun to me.
Not
but,
even slightly.
Whatever you're
No.
into.
does it make it easier?
Well, I mean, it could be more streamlined. I don't know.
With that, we'll continue to talk radio throughout the years to come. But for now, we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about something. You're listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD and continuing live on stream. So check it out.
Extra holes. Oh, my excellent. That's a George Strait song.
I'm aware of who George Strait is.
I have a George Strait hat.
Even though I do not partake, enjoy, or condone country of any kind, I do know who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you walked into the room, I'd go, "You're in the wrong place, mister."
I reckon you're in the wrong place, mister.
We don't like you around here.
You
I
ain't
know.
from
No,
around here.
George is cool. George is good in my books.
I'd at least like to throw one country star out of this station.
Well,
At least once.
If Garth Brooks is listening, come down. I mean, we'll have fun, and then can we just throw you out?
I mean,
Wouldn't be the first guy thrown out of this building.
when we do, we'll blame it all on your roots.
If you show up in boots.
All right, Chris, I got to admit, I've heard a couple dark country songs. I'm not going to say that I like them. I will
knew
that was
say coming.
I will say that they're tolerable, especially Burn the Witch. Now that I know that that's dark country.
Burn the Witch.
Burn the Witch is a great song. Who's it by again?
Sean James.
Sean James.
I think I need to listen to that. Not now, obviously, because we're doing a
Yeah,
radio
not-
show.
not
You still need to listen to his Wolf album and the Bear album.
He names all of his albums after.
No, he was
animals?
with he did some stuff with a band called the Shapeshifters.
Ah,
So is Sean James and the Shapeshifters.
okay. So
It's
he
like
was
the story of a wolf.
he was
and
a
the story-
lycanthrope.
Yeah.
A what?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
not?
I know Information Collector, but the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a ruse. It's not really for rock and roll, except for the fact that Duran Duran's in it. That's the only one I condone. Well, a bunch of the earlier ones.
If you could tell high school you
Yeah,
that,
but
that was going to happen.
Oh, high school me already knew that my favorite band was going to be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I know I have taste.
Yeah, but you do know that all rock and all heavy metal and all of that music came from country.
No, it came from soul music.
Well, it came from.
It came from soul, man.
It's the same chord progressions. It's the same.
It came from
rhythms.
soul, came from blues. It came from no country. Country came from blues. Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna. I mean, you can defend country all you want. And
Where
I
is
will
it
go
at?
against
Country.
you.
I am not defending country. I am just saying that when you, I mean, you play guitar.
No,
Yes, you do.
no, I do not.
Yeah, you play guitar.
No, I do not play guitar.
What do you play?
I play keyboard.
Yeah, okay.
I
so-
play bass.
There we go. We all look alike.
Well, then go do some bass fishing.
Got your hook, line, and sinker. Not everybody.
Pretty
No,
sure
I
that
haven't
just
watched.
tanked off the bow, but you know.
No, information collector. I haven't. Information collector. What's your real or what's a nickname for you? Because information collector.
No,
we
I
could
like
call
It's
him
saying
just
the
information
I-
collector.
the-
We have met the information collector.
Oh, have we?
Yeah, no, we.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
me
I thought it
and-
was the
me
royal
and
we.
him. Yes.
No, the Royal Week.
Oh, did anybody?
Oh,
watch,
it was the royal we.
Did anybody watch The Crown?
No.
Oh, that was interesting.
Does that have to do with Great Britain?
England.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's very British, don't you know?
Yeah, well,
Very OP.
yeah, we beat them. Why do I need to watch stuff about people we beat?
So we can laugh at them.
Okay, well, there's that. Hey, did you ever look up and see if John Cleese actually murdered someone? Because I just there's a headline that said John Cleese said he killed someone, and I just
Oh, I
there's
interviewed him. You know that.
I know that's the
Did I
reason
say
why I
that?
immediately thought of you.
To be fair to John Cleese.
Yes, Christopher. Oh, I need to do radio stuff. I can do radio stuff and look stuff up.
Welcome back into the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo here along with Odie and Cameron, having a blast on the Saturday night. We want you to be a part of the show. Text line is 71307, and the stream is going nutso, as the Fonz would say. Check us out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either 989 WRD or the Upstate Pulse.
I can't see anything about it.
You can't. Okay, I just saw a headline. Let me talk to you about it. Let me talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, thank you, Cameron.
You're welcome.
Let me sit right down and
see
talk
Howard Johnson gets it.
About my dog running off with my wife.
Yes.
What?
So glad they're gone. Let us talk about the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special coming up in a couple weeks. We usually don't tell you of a song that has been picked, but I want to tell you that I heard the Kelsey brothers sing a song by the Pogues, and Odie had mentioned it to me when I was telling him about the Christmas karaoke special. I was like, yeah, no one's ever heard of that. But now that the Kelseys have done it, and then I really listened to it and realized how Irish it really was.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's only fair that Odie gets to sing an Irish song on the Christmas karaoke special. Now, we're not going to tell you. Well, I will tell you, he and I are going to sing it because I want to sing something with the new guy. But I'm not going to tell you what voice we're going to do it in, because here's how it works. If you are new to the shows, let's say you're up near Charlotte and you just happen to be driving around and you tune in and go, oh, what's this? Well, this is the Upstate Pulse. Glad to have you. Or let's say you're over in Georgia and you just happen to tune us in. We're glad that you joined us. What we do is we take requests for Christmas carols, only secular songs. We take requests, and in that request, you can say, I'd like to hear Silver Bells done by Donald Trump and Joe Biden. So then we would try to do that. That's and hopefully we do it in a way where you go, okay, I see what he's trying to do. We've been doing this for 8 or 9 years now. The entire time the show has been on the air, we have a blast every time. Last year was pretty good. It's going to be hard to top last year, but we try every year to do
Christmas, man.
Yeah, 12 Days of Christmas was really good. We've got some good ideas for this year. You always got to have some stuff in the can, some ideas. But we also want your ideas. So be thinking about stuff that you want us to try, and we will do our best. We've got a pretty good folder with a bunch of Christmas music in it that we can pull from and give it a shot. I will tell you that Charlie James is going to do one song at least. I'm going to be in touch with him. I keep saying I'm going to, but I will, to find out if he's going to do the entire show or just one song. I will tell you that the OG Chris Evans is going to be back. Rob Brown is unable to do it this year because he did so well last year. He's like, I'm not doing 2 years in a row. he's like, he played the saxophone, he played the harmonica. He was amazing last year. He's like, nope, not doing it. Not doing 2 years in a row. Actually, he's going to be out of town. So
I really want to hear some of the voices that they want us to do.
Yeah, me too. I would tell you, Goofy and Cartman will make a return because they do every year. We may even on the other side play a Christmas song. You know what? Look up something for me right now. Look up "Baby It's Cold Outside" and see if you can find it.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah. Well, we got to make sure that we grab the right one.
Who am I singing with?
It would say Upstate Pulse. Well,
yeah. Well, I've got the "Baby It's Cold." Hold on. See, I can do this. I can just do that.
Well, no. Well, because we want. I'm going to let you play it if you found it. We got enough time to squeeze a song in.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, what I can do is I can do this and do that. That sound right to you?
I really can't.
Nope. No, that's not it. It's not
one.
it. It should say Upstate Pulse on it, or Pulse or Up or something on it.
Oh no. Oh yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
No, that's not it either.
It was. Well,
Maybe this one could be it. Hold on. It sounds the same, but it's probably different.
Well, yeah.
Don't know.
Nope, that's just the music. All
That's
right,
the
well, we'll
music.
get it together. We got time. We got time, or I'll find it. But because I label things differently sometimes, and perhaps I labeled it in a way that Odie can't read it because it's in American English and
Yeah, well, you know I can't read.
yeah, well, it's American English and it's not Irish English. Is it? Do the Irish speak English?
No, I don't speak a word of English.
Okay, well, I don't know.
All.
I mean, because you're offended by some of
Turalura
those.
bigara bigosh. Oh,
Well, okay. I was
Shillelagh.
curious.
Oh,
I
Shillelagh.
shouldn't have asked that because it's not the Ask Odie segment. So I mean,
That's why I didn't answer it.
yeah,
you
you're
see.
right.
Oh, we're
There
having
you
a
go.
crack
There
right
you go.
now.
So we've had fun throughout the years doing things. We've actually sang some serious songs. We played guitars for the first time ever on the air live. We've done different things, and we've got an ideal musically this year that has not been done as far as I know.
Oh, it's the different babies.
Don't do that.
Different babies. Sorry,
You're going to
different
get
babies.
us. You're going to get us
I'm going to
flagged.
hit him with my shoe.
You're definitely going to get us flagged. Do not get us flagged.
There
We
was
know what I'm
about
doing.
4 seconds
Yeah,
of it.
that might
and
be enough.
Not even slightly.
That is a very yeah. Information collector says we are two cultures separated by a common language. Are we separated though? We're not separated. We're together.
No, needless
Well,
to
by
go.
an ocean.
Well, there's that. There is definitely an ocean.
I would say that's a bit of separation.
Is Ireland a peninsula, an inlet, or an island? Why aren't you still looking for
He's
for
going
his,
to. He's going to try.
I'm trying to find a. No, I
you know,
don't-
in the
I don't even need a bed.
meantime, while Odie's trying to find a thing, he's went totally away from where he needed to go, and that's fine. I want to tell you about WORD Patriot Wear. I will tell you, it's one of the shirt that I have. I'm not wearing it today, but the Gadsden flag shirt, which has the snake on the front of it. It's got WORD on the sleeves. When you wear WORD wear, you know what you do? You walk around and people look at you and they either get angry or they look at you and they give you a nod because they know you're all right. Now, Odie today is wearing the Betsy Ross flag. As you can see, it's on his chestial region where the stars are. Show him the stars again. You can check that out on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or Twitter. Show him sleeve. Can you show him sleeve, or will you have to pull off the flannel?
I'll have to pull off the flannel.
Yeah, and that's probably against the hipster code.
I'll play some
Lumberjack code.
Okay.
bass music.
Lumberjack
Hipster,
code.
lumberjack.
Oh, I nearly forgot we have to go.
Yeah, well,
and
you know,
see.
we do.
Mm.
I'm going to find a Christmas song to give you an example during the top of the hour break. I absolutely will. Here's the thing. It's called continuity of carts, where you label carts the same way every time. And I may not do that. So, I mean,
Is that like consistency of
well, I'm the king
consonants?
of carts, so I'll just do it however I want to. That's
Maybe you were the king of cards.
yeah, I'm still the king of carts.
Do
I
they?
absolutely am. So anyway, go to our website, News Talk 98.9 WRD, and check out the Patriot Wear. Buy you some of it, wear it. We got hats, which Odie is wearing right now. They got t-shirts, or we have hats and t-shirts. Other merch to come. Maybe someday an Upstate Pulse shirt, probably not, but you never know.
Get your Pappy shirts right here.
Yeah, that's probably not going to happen.
They'd be marketed so well.
They would. All right. In the next hour, we are talking Doctor Who.
Who?
We're talking Ask Odie games, and I'm going to play that song. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. Nearly the post. I missed it by a second.
So when do we tell them about the Pappy body pillows?
No.
See? Chris is in for the Pappy shirt.
What would it look like, though?
I don't know. Me waking, saying my catchphrase. I don't know. Maybe an auto-generated Pappy pep talk for each shirt. That just insults whoever's reading it from behind.
Targeted Hamas launch posts, weapons warehouses, and centers there in Gaza. Israeli soldiers are expanding their ground operations, still searching around the Al-Shifa hospital, where they say that they will now help with evacuations. Soldiers are also tracking down those tunnels in an effort to dismantle Hamas and also.
Stick it in for you if you find it.
Because you did it live.
President Biden's
No, it's in
Middle East
here.
advisor, Brett McGurk, has told leaders
He's
of
played it
in the
on
region
the
that
air
release of
before.
hostages help
Stick it in 3 if you find it.
surge in the delivery aid
That's
for Gaza.
That's not it.
Attacks
Yeah, I know.
on American
Did I just hear a slide whistle?
Mhm.
You did. It's a baby version of Running with the Devil.
Baby version of it.
You keep your infantile occultism
Somebody
to
talk
yourself.
Stream while I'm over here.
I'm over here talking to the stream. Who we got?
Hey, stream.
A Pappy shirt. Yeah, well, we could get Pappy shirts. Chris, are you again? Yes. Well, I mean, they're interesting to watch and kind of look at them and go,
Like, ew.
Christopher Douglas. Yes. Aaron Gobra.
Oh, did I ever tell you the story of
Nope.
my friend, the Duke of Normandy?
Norman Duke.
Yeah, he was the Duke of Normandy.
Well, that was nice of him. Find it.
Well, he and I went way back,
How far
It-
back?
about like
A week?
1040.
Bull riding is an ancient sport. Okay, stick it in 3.
So anyway, long story short, the Duke gave me a bow and arrow from.
Way too late for that.
Why?
Long story short.
Well, with me, it's always ironic. My stories are always long and drafty.
I will tell you the Pappy shirt would be made out of bamboo.
Bamboo.
If
If
we
you'd
had
like
Odin
to
shirts,
see
could we
that-
get them made out of hemp?
If you'd actually like to see some of that,
Hemp shirts.
look
No,
up,
I knew what you were saying. I just
Yeah.
So you want to make it out of rope?
look up Dragon Pudding No
Sure.
Space Story Time with Pappy, and
Well,
then
no,
you'll
it's
know
hemp,
what
not
Dad's
rope.
talking
Hemp
about.
is rope. I mean, we all know what hemp is used
right.
for.
If you want to get past legal, you're going to say we're making it out of rope.
Hippie rope.
No.
What about
no.
hemp?
We already said hemp. No, it's rope. That's what it is.
Oh yeah,
It's rope.
it's made out of a synthetic fiber.
The Odie shirt made out of CBD oil.
You just wear it and you're just like,
It's-
"Ah."
it's like body paint. It's just it's.
I've got a shirt on, although it could be off at the
I
same
could
time.
just paint
I
on some
don't know.
happiness.
It's sometimes it's there, sometimes it isn't there, and I need to start second hour recording. That's what I need to do.
So the Pappy Claus T-shirt would be seasonal though.
I'm recording.
Yeah,
second
but
you
hour,
want
man.
to season?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
You put it in a place of honor until around Christmas time, and,
And
you bring
all
it
it
out and
says
wear
is, you better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out.
You said put it in a place of honor.
Yes.
Could you take it off her if you wanted to?
Should I throw my shoe or should you? I could give you my shoe.
I'm injured right now. I don't want to take my shoe off.
I don't want you to take your
That's
shoe off
fair. I'll
either,
spare
man.
the invalid. Come here, Odie.
Oh, that hurt.
He's in Canadian mode. He's invincible. He takes no
I
damage.
like hockey, eh? And I also like to run.
He's from Quebec.
Stop it.
I like to run after the wild moose, eh? And when I catch them, I jump on their back and I say, "To Toronto, eh?" And then we get some Canadian maple syrup, eh? Because apparently only the good maple syrup comes from Canada, eh?
Speaking of Canada, did any of you watch Scott Pilgrim? Because we've been talking about that.
You ever
I didn't
heard-
watch it, eh? I saw the original, eh?
Did you ever hear of a Canadian superhero by the name of Elkman?
I have.
Elk
He had a
man.
very short stint.
Yes, he did.
He got tired of the cold, left.
Elk man, eh?
Well, it would be your lucky shirt, Chris. So why wash it? Because you'd wash the luck out of it. You don't want to do that.
In the CBD.
That was
In the CBD. Yeah. Yes. Yes. You don't wash the shirt, you catch it on fire.
Don't wash it, eh? Don't smoke it either, eh?
Sure, you can smoke.
Have you got a smoked shirt, eh?
What's wrong with you druggies?
it's concepts. It's not actual.
Yeah, okay. Welcome into hour number 2 of the Upstate Pulse. Lonzo, Odie, and Cameron here. If you do not tune in to the show during breaks, you're missing out because the show continues on
Unfortunately.
on Facebook,
Lots
on
of marketing
YouTube, on Twitch,
spitballs.
on the X. It definitely continues, and you should check it out there because you will get to hear and see some things that you probably should not hear on the air. So
What about
there's
C?
that. Well, you could. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, we're in all platforms when we're on the streaming. I mean, you can see what happens backstage. Sometimes that's a really good thing,
It's
and sometimes it's really not.
Yeah, it's what I call the idea factory. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
oh,
It's
I
the
mean,
idea factory.
You call it what you want, brother.
I like to
Yeah.
call it the Nightmare Palace.
Yeah, well, I mean, some people's dreams are other people's nightmares. Speaking of which, we were talking to you about the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special. Some people tune in and go, man, this is amazing. This is funny. I love this. This is great. Some people go, I need to know the number to the station so I can complain to the manager. And LexCorp is always taking your calls. He is. Absolutely.
He's got you covered, Karen.
Speaking of which,
Or Kevin.
we like to thank
Or Cam.
our fine sponsor, Borderlands Comics and Games, who also enjoys the Upstate Pulse Christmas karaoke special. So we told you, here's how it works. You will send us a message of a song, let's say White Christmas, and you would like
You got this. Keep going.
Dreaming of a white Christmas.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Keep them guessing. Keep them waiting. So there's an example. So what we want to do right now is let's play an example of a song that let me set it up first. It's called, you tease and then you set it up and then you hit the button. So anyway, we, Goofy and Cartman have had a long history of not wanting to work together. Goofy's manager, Pete, keeps fooling Goofy into working with that stinking kid. And it never, ever goes well, except for last year. They were combined. They were on the same team trying to go at Rob Brown, who kept interrupting with saxophone and other things when they were trying to sing Deck the Halls. But here is the Upstate Pulse version of that song that was banned by everybody. So we played it. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I really can't stay. I've got to go away. The evening has been so very nice. My mother will start to worry. My father will be pacing the floor. So really I'd better scurry. Maybe just a half a drink more. The neighbors might think, wait, what's with this drink? I wish I knew how to break this spell. I ought to say no, no, no. At least I'm going to say that I tried. I really can't stay, but baby, it's cold outside. What? I simply must go. The answer is no. This welcome has been so nice and warm. I don't see no storm. My sister will be suspicious. My brother will be there at the door. My maiden, that's mine and vicious.
Or maybe just for a cigarette more? I've got to go home. Say, lend me your coat. You really been grand. But don't you see? We're down to be talked tomorrow. You really know. At least there will be plenty of light. I really can't stay. Cause baby, it's cold outside. All right, you know what? I told my manager that I would never do this again, and here I am with this stinking kid. This kid is disgusting. I don't know why I'm doing this. That's it. I quit.
You know, in my many years in radio, I've never actually giggled properly on air. Like, you know, when you just lose it and you kind of go, what? Seriously?
Well, just wait 3 weeks, 4 weeks from now when you get to do it yourself.
I want to give some context. I was a flaccid one laughing his butt off in the background.
Yeah, Patrick had a hard time, like you, keeping it together sometimes.
and I was in the room too.
Yeah.
And he and I were just like kind of curled up into a ball just from how uncomfortable.
Chris didn't want to do it. We were originally going to do it as Bert and Ernie. Because of
Bert, it's cold outside.
Bert and Ernie singing that would have been even better, but still. So we've done a lot of things and we have a lot of fun doing it, and we want you to be a part of it. So be thinking about what you would like to hear us sing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, Odie and I are going to be singing. What was the song again?
Fairy Tale of New York.
Fairy Tale of New York. I'll remember it by the time it's time. So we're going to be doing that. And I will also tell you right now, unless something changes, Chris and Charlie James will be doing Walking in a Wonderland. It's going to be Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Both of them doing Christopher Walken. Two Christopher Walken singing Walking in a Winter Wonderland.
So what you're saying is not going to be the Foo Fighters.
It's not. It's going to be amazing, though. Cannot wait for that. But we are taking requests for other things. In the past, some guy who used to be on this here station, that would be Vince Coakley. He and I sang the Christmas song. That used to be the thing that we opened up with every single year. No, Tara don't sing.
Yeah, get Tara. We'll do a duet.
Tara doesn't sing. I mean, I'd love to have Tara on the show.
Myself and Michelle went to do it, but we're not going to come on this year.
Tara might be the only one who hasn't been on the Christmas karaoke special. I mean, I can't. You know what you can do? You know what you guys can do? Tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell anyone you know that listens to WRD. Starting Monday, start sending text to 71307 asking Tara to be on the Christmas karaoke special.
Yes. Here's the thing. We do this. We have a Tara cam. We just go over to her whenever we're done with the song.
Here's the thing. Tara doesn't like to call in. So if Tara was on the show, she'd come in and be in the studio.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Chris, do you want to see it happen or not?
I mean, Chris does.
Gotta work for it.
I mean, there are risks that must be taken. The thing is, my understanding, if I recall, Tara doesn't sing, or she doesn't want to sing. Maybe she doesn't want to sing. I don't know if Tara does voices. Maybe she does. She does snark very well. I know as a person who recognizes snark in others, and she is a master of snark. And I love that.
Would that be kind of similar to sarcasm?
It's the same thing, except with an edge.
Ah,
yes.
It's a sharp
it's
sarcasm.
More, it's dry sarcasm.
Oh, gotcha.
So more,
it's been sitting out in the sun for a while.
Yeah, European sarcasm.
Only when I'm in a certain room in the house.
It's kind of maybe Monty Python.
Tis but a scratch.
Yes, exactly. But a flesh wound. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back,
we're going to take a break.
We are going to ask Odie. So if you have questions for Odie, this would be the time to send them to the text line 71307.
I will answer anything.
Or on the stream at Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, or the X at either Upstate Pulse or 98.9 WORD. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse. That's us right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD. And we are the voice of the Carolinas.
How about we grab Todd? How about me and Todd do a duet?
Do you want to bed out of the ad or do you want to go straight into it, Cody?
We
you
can
get
thrash a
Unos for
metal
that.
Christmas song.
Maybe one of us should do. Maybe we should. I don't know if we can find the karaoke for Christmas balls.
Do what?
Christmas
Jingle
balls.
ball.
No. Christmas balls.
Christmas balls.
It's by oh, tack on it. I just lost his name.
Come on,
And that's
brain, work.
Billy Idol. Look up Billy Idol Christmas balls. I believe Bob McLean told me about that song and we played it on the air. Because Bob is he's Bob. Yes, Dave. Actually, Odie can speak another language, but the other language that he can speak, 5 languages. You never told us that.
Yeah.
You
I
never
just
said 5
assumed.
languages. On behalf of Tim Snow and myself,
Why are you here,
I would
man?
like to say, why are you here?
But I'll be honest, I only guessed 4.
Is French one of them?
We.
Okay, so French, that Irish language whose name I always forget.
Sha.
English, that's
Yeah.
3. German.
Yeah.
And then there's
Ich
one
spreche
more.
Deutsch.
Spanish?
See?
Wow.
Makes sense.
So we're not
Based
doing
off of
Feliz
geography.
Navidad because there's someone else who
Feliz
knows the words.
Navidad.
And that takes all the fun out of it.
No, it doesn't.
It does.
Please feed the dog.
See,
That's
I don't know
hella
about
fun.
that.
Please feed the dog.
I don't know about that. I know Chris doesn't mean William Shatner, but I don't
Speak
know
a
if Chris
little
can
bit
speak
of
German.
Latin and I speak Italiano.
Did you say Latin?
Mm-hmm.
The dead language.
Yes, it is.
Do you speak Aramaic? No, he does not.
Pretty sure that's a spice.
Aren't John Boy and Billy done Christmas balls?
Did you look up Billy Idol Christmas
I
balls?
looked up Billy and then all of a sudden John Boy and Billy came up and
Yeah,
I'm
let's
like,
look up Billy Idol
Question,
Christmas
did you
balls.
ask that because of Chris or did you both ask that at the same time?
Do what?
Were you asking Chris's question for him? Do you speak Aramaic?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said that. I just
No,
read
I
it.
thought it would have been funny if you both thought the same thing.
are you sure it's not yelling at the Christmas tree?
It could be. That could
Okay.
be it.
I listened to it in a while, so.
That could be it. I just, I forgot.
I like to yell.
Could swear it was Christmas
No.
balls, but
That's why my fader's all the way down here at the bottom.
I know your fader's up, but I have the power.
That's fair.
Get in. I got the
I don't know
power.
if Tara were to be on the Christmas karaoke special. What would you like to hear her sing? Be nice. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
European Spanish. Not American.
Did have Bob on one year
I don't read it. though.
doing the night before Christmas as Governor McMaster.
Yeah.
That wasn't bad. It was a
I
little
never
too
do
political.
Christmas shoes.
No, and she wouldn't do that anyway.
I know. Everyone hates it. Well, they don't hate the song, but it's so depressing.
So maybe we could get Tara to do "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree." Bruh.
You all right?
I'm all right, man. I'm
Oh,
just sitting here listening to something, but I don't know what. You know?
I still think we should get Bill Frady and Glocking in a Winter Wonderland.
Yeah, glocking in a winter wonderland.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm sure he could bring in blanks, right?
I swear, I gotta ask Bill. I gotta do something with it. I got to. We were brainstorming earlier at the pre-show meal. Yeah,
Wasn't great, by the way.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's talking about the meal, not the brainstorming. You get 3 brains like us together, and it's almost half a brain.
What?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
That's your answer for everything.
I don't know where you got that idea.
What the?
Whoa, that's some tricky wording on that question.
What's going on?
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
That is the question. What do we want to talk about? It is that segment that we have usually when he's here, but he hasn't been here for a couple weeks. So if you have questions for Odie, particular anything that has to do with Ireland, be sure to throw those up on the text line 71307 or on the stream. Before we get to any of the ones that they're laughing at, I have a serious Irish question.
Well,
all right, so I read a story earlier.
It's definitely true. So,
well, first of all, let me finish because you may not want to agree. I read a story earlier that the British always butter their bread, even if they're making a ham sandwich, they butter their bread. If they're making roast beef, they butter the bread. If they're making let's say they're making a Reuben, which I don't know if they do that there, but they would butter their bread. Do the Irish also butter their bread or a sandwich?
If the Irishmen are in the kitchen buttering their bread, not only do we have to butter our bread, but we use the pure gold of the Kerry Mountains, Kerrygold Irish butter.
So that's a yes?
Yeah, that's a yes.
Okay. All right. I was going to take that as a yes. Let's.
Come on, seriously.
All right, we're getting some ideas for the Bill Frady song "Blunderbussing Under the Mistletoe." It says blunderbuss. Saying the word blunderbuss in the song will be very difficult.
Yes.
Unless it's blunderbuss, blunderbuss,
blunderbuss, and blunderbuss.
No, I was doing it's Christmas time in the city.
Okay.
Blunderbussing in the city.
All right, Chris says, what is the most favorite potato recipe in Ireland? Like in all of Ireland, the recipe that every Irish mom passes down to the lass or the laddie. What is it?
So you want me to speak for the entire island?
You do.
And it is an island of Ireland.
You absolutely do.
You are a monolith.
You sure it's not a peninsula?
I would say if it was to be anything, it would have to be.
I like the word peninsula. I'm sorry.
Peninsula.
Yes.
What about an
Is that what you put on when you got one of them STDs?
I like to speak when an STD. I ain't never had one of them STDs.
You did. You put a peninsula on it. It takes care of it.
Now, where do you put the peninsula? Is it inserted or rubbed?
That's enough. All right. So anyway,
is that not
all right. You know this the stop. Okay. See, you throw it in there and then you move on. That's how that works.
Yeah. No.
All right,
I got a microscope.
All right. So we're waiting for the answer. What is your most favorite potato
I would
recipe
say
in
coddle.
What?
Coddle.
I like a cuddle.
Not cuddle.
Okay, I mean,
we ain't gonna share. We ain't gonna share a cuddle.
I didn't mean me and you. I mean,
Come
well,
here,
maybe.
big boy.
I just,
I'll make you some. I'll make coddle. That's fine. Coddle is mashed potatoes with little bits of soft cabbage mashed into it.
Ooh.
With Irish. I'm not going to put the music on. With Irish butter.
How can you?
And a little.
Because you don't have.
Come
it
on,
ready.
do it.
Because
you don't have it
doesn't
ready.
have it ready. So that's. I mean, that should be ready
Carrot
right
gold,
there.
Irish butter.
Anytime we're doing something that might be having butter.
If you're going to make a bit of Irish coddle, make sure you use Kerrygold Irish butter. And you mix it in with the mashed potatoes and the chopped up cabbage, boiled cabbage, and it is absolutely fantastic.
So the mashed potatoes and are the mashed potatoes? Do they have lumps in them, or are they chopped fine to be like the mushy mashed potatoes?
They're as smooth as the little young ladies of Ireland with their hair of red and their.
This is getting weird, man.
And their soulless eyes.
And the dancing they do when they bring Kerrygold butter to the market. No, it's a smooth mash. It wouldn't be lumpy.
Well, I mean, because some people like their mashed potatoes chunky. Yeah. I'm also curious.
I like them chunky.
I'm asking legitimate questions here. I'm asking legitimate questions here. So the bits of cabbage, is it crunchy cabbage or is the cabbage soft?
Be boiled to within an inch of its life. All the flavor removed and left it inside the water.
Really?
Yes.
You do that. How can you remove the flavor? Just what's the point of removing the flavor of cabbage? I like
because
the flavor of
Irish
cabbage.
people, we don't appreciate taste until we come to America, and then we get a flavor sensation. You saw me the first time we walked into a barbecue place,
I see you
and
every
my
time.
head exploded
Yeah,
a little bit because there was flavor, and you were like, "Odie, are you okay?" I'm like, "It's got flavor."
Even when there is flavor, he wants to put vinegar on it to kill the flavor.
Vinegar.
I got to bring the bitter back. There's not enough bitter.
That's why you like the studio sunless. That's why.
Yeah, we know
It's
sun.
always gray. It's always gray in the life of Odie.
Potatoes.
All right, I'm trying to find. We've got questions coming in. Check the text line, see if we have any. Come on, people. Slow it down.
I have, Odie, since you have no clean texts to read out, I'm just going to send a text that comes in from Jim in Easley. And someone else says, how much should it cost an Irish citizen via my immigrant parents and should use an attorney in Ireland or in the US? Do you want to come? To get an Irish citizenship? It shouldn't be all that expensive. But get onto an attorney over here in the US and they will tell you everything, because attorneys here in the US got me my immigration status.
All right. On Twitch, Dave wants to know, says whiskey is a flavor.
Yes, it is.
Is that true?
Yes, it's the flavor of drunk.
Duna Bros. Spoken like someone who's enjoying some. Wow. Again, he was on last week and I can't say the name right. So I'm going with Duna Bros. Because I'm just picturing him as a
Dunbrosy.
No, it's Duna Bros.
Yeah, but it's Dunbrosy.
No, it's Duna Bros.
I was going to say Dunbarose.
It's come on. We had this discussion last week. It's Duna Bros.
Yeah, but I wasn't here, so it's Dunbrosy.
Yeah, but Duna Bros is cooler.
Duna Bros.
It's very cool. He's your bro. He's your Duna Bro.
If you need to bro, he's going to dune it for you.
Duna
Was it
Bros.
duning?
Yeah.
Is duning in Irish is closing?
Is it?
Yeah.
That's what. Okay.
So if I said dune Honduras, it means close the door.
There was a question that I wanted to ask Odie earlier, and I said I'd wait till Cameron. I'm talking to you.
You did.
There was a question while we were eating, I was going to ask Odie a question. I said I would wait till we got to the Ask the Odie segment.
Oh, yes.
And I don't remember the question.
What big vehicles are there in the world?
Yeah, just
hold on. I'm going to try and channel my inner Alonso. Hey, Odie, is there double-decker buses in Ireland?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Wow, you sound just like me. It's like it's uncanny.
Yes, there is double-decker buses in Ireland. Little story about double-decker buses. I once got on a double-decker bus in Dublin, and I decided to go to upstairs and go to the front seat. Now, I may have had one or two little adult beverages, drink responsibly, and to say I was completely sozzled on whiskey and Guinness.
What was that word?
Sozzled.
Sozzled. Okay.
Yes, it's a form of
Not
drunk.
sizzled?
The thing is
it
Irish
like sizzled and sauced together?
No, see, here's the thing. We can use any word we want to indicate your drunkenness.
Okay.
And in an Irish accent, it sounds believable.
No, you're absolutely right.
I can say I was in the bar and I had 19 pints of Guinness and I was absolutely webcammed.
Yeah, I would say
that's a different thing entirely, though. You can't, that's like the one thing.
No, you could say I was absolutely microphoned. I was that drunk.
Yeah, anything he says. No, I agree with him. I think you're wrong. I think he's right.
But anyway, there I was in the front of the double-decker bus upstairs, pretending I was driving, and I crashed a lot because the seat kept moving. I don't know why. It's probably something to do with the copious amounts of alcohol I had consumed previous to my bus adventures. But you have to remember there was 12 of us on the bus as well, because Irish people, we don't drink alone unless we need to drink alone. Then we drink alone.
And then you probably shouldn't be disturbed.
No,
right?
and then we shouldn't be left alone.
All right. So there were 12 of you on the top of the double-decker bus.
Yes.
Were you alone? Was it just you 12, or were there other people up there when you went up there?
Well, there was people up there when we went up there. They didn't stay up there long. Now we were very polite, but we were doing the talk in Irish. So, and not everybody in Ireland speaks Irish, and they thought that we were maybe talking about them, but all we were doing was pretending to drive the bus and crashing, which was
all right. So I have, and we need to go to break, but I have one more Ask Odie question, and it does have to do with the bus.
One.
Then I just totally lost it. I forgot.
All the bus.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Yeah.
No, I know, because I've never been on a double-decker bus. Do they have seatbelts?
No.
Okay, I don't know.
No, I know.
Oh, good.
Let's
Europe,
give
like-
all buses without seatbelts.
So
The
it wasn't your
British doesn't
it wasn't
value-
your fault. You kept
No.
you kept wrecking the
It
bus
was-
because you didn't have a seatbelt.
No, it was Arthur Guinness. Over 200 years ago, decided to make his beverage, and it's his fault.
I blame him.
1,000-year lease he has on that building.
Absolutely, you should
Yeah.
blame him.
I remember Guinness.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hit the Nerd Roundtable. You are listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WORD, the voice of the Carolinas.
What a prankster.
Also might have dropped one or two vomits when it was
Well, yeah.
Well, as you are like going all over the place, I'm
So does that seep down to the?
No, they
To
actually
the-
designed them pretty well.
Did it
The
slosh?
The floors drain.
Yeah, that's
Everything
they
drains
don't
away.
drain down into the.
No, it
the
drains
first-
down the back
There's
of the bus.
like there's
Okay,
like one
alright.
seat that's just like the actual vomit seat.
No, I was good. I managed to get it onto the floor.
Well, no,
And
no,
it
I'm
just-
saying like it drains to one particular seat down below,
No,
and it just splashes all over some poor rando.
What are we coming back with? Lightning round? No. not lightning
No.
round. What are we coming back with?
Roundtable. I'm working my way up, Scott, to what you said.
Working his way back up.
Wow, that's a lot of.
Guessing he's talking about the SpaceX thing they posted earlier.
News Talk 98.9 WORD. The Carolinas Severe Weather Station.
What I was told was bone on bone. I was going to have a knee replacement, and I do not like surgery.
You need to calm that thing down, mister.
Squirt bottle.
It's fine. They don't know what's playing and why I'm laughing.
Yeah, well,
They could
no,
probably guess.
if it's quiet, they might have heard it because it still will go through the microphones if it's quiet. So.
I was laughing at a joke I heard earlier on today about bones.
I started a joke. Oh, well, crying.
I started a joke.
All right, that's macabre. That's eerie. That's weird. That doesn't
That's
sound
the
like
way
the
it's sang
BGs.
in the film.
No, what film?
Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a horrible movie.
I
so-
bought that movie.
Did
Why?
you?
Why did I buy that movie?
I don't know. I mean,
He just wanted to hear the sad violins.
the last 10, 12 minutes were pretty good.
Yeah.
But that's, I mean,
Everything leading up to it was
It
just
was-
torture.
it had
It's
worse-
all a dream anyway. It's all him having
Yeah.
a dream in Arkham. So.
Yeah. Or was it?
No, it was because all the clocks are at the same time.
the pacing was very 1972.
Yes, it was.
It's as if someone took their nails to a chalkboard and didn't let off of that until the last 15 minutes of the movie. I don't remember the runtime. All I remember was it was an eternity and I wanted to leave.
I started a joke.
I'm just doing the version that Chris asked for.
Which is what I was doing.
Oh, okay.
You got to get some more vibrato in there.
Vibrato?
You sound like you're about to cry. Yeah. I started a joke that makes the whole world cry. And then eventually you just.
All I'm thinking is the Bee Gees skit where.
Well, yeah, that's what we're
Where
doing.
the dude kicks
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whether you're a man and whether you're just staying alive.
Ah, ah, ah. Can't do it with me, can you?
And this is apparently work.
It's what they say, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what confuses the crap out of everyone who knows me. So you're doing what on Saturday?
Don't say that, man. Work is a bad word, man. Dave's not here, man.
All right, before we get into the roundtable, I need to mention this again.
Gotcha.
No, you can come back with roundtable.
Yeah.
It's got pictures. See pictures? See pictures?
Oh, pictures!
Pictures.
Who's responsible for the French cooking music just blaring in the background?
Him.
I got no idea.
It was he.
I have no idea what you're
All right,
talking
guys.
about.
It was he. What do you mean, all right? Go ahead. You're here if you want to. All right, as we get into the roundtable, before we get into the roundtable, Scott had something. We're going to get to that in just a second. I want to remind you that Borderlands Comics and Games, 410 South Pleasantburg Drive, they are about to have their Black Friday 3-day sale. It is really cool. New comics and graphic novels, 20% off. All games, 15% off. Comic supplies, 20% off. Toys, Funkos, and statues, which are all my favorite, 20% off. I think got Funko grab bags. If you bring 10 cans of food for the Harvest Hope Food Bank, you will get an additional 10% off. Doors open at 10 a.m. And you're going to have a blast. You can come out and hang out. So if you are looking for a Christmas gift, let's say you're a grandpa and you've got a kid that you're just confused. You have no idea when he's talking about that Naruto thing or One Piece. What's that? I can't eat just one piece. I've got to have 2 or 3. If you don't know what that stuff is, you know who does. The fine folks at Borderlands Comics and Games, and they will hook you up. And what better time to go than going for the Black Friday sale? I mean, go to a bunch of other Black Friday things, but you're going to get trampled or you're going to have to deal with fighting. Nerds, geeks, pop culture people, we don't do that. We have conversations. Some of them semantic, but still conversations, and you can be a part of that. So make sure you check that out. All right. So Scott says, guys, today SpaceX conducted the second test flight of their new Starship rocket. Although the auto-destruct system did activate, it wasn't until after Starship technically reached space. And unlike the first test in April, many improvements were made, including minimal damage to the launch pad and all engines firing during the ascent. Praying we are one step closer to returning to the moon while I still walk the earth. My question is for Will, who just sat down, was the moon landing faked?
No.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if I'd throw him with that.
Or
way too
I
elaborate.
could always just say
yes.
it was filmed in Stanley Kubrick's basement.
Okay, there we go. That's the Dan Aykroyd answer.
It
That's
took
what we were
1,000
looking
takes.
for.
What? You come in here late. I mean, look at the time you walked in at,
I know, right?
and you're with your conspiracy theories straight off the bat. I mean, seriously, Will.
Have you heard about the lizard people?
Yeah, I am the queen of the lizard people.
Oh.
Yeah. Yes.
I am the lizard queen.
It's mating season. You got to be careful.
Oh yeah, they get frisky.
So,
Ask me how I know.
yeah. Let's get to a couple things in a round table, including Chuck E. Cheese. This is really gonna bother you guys.
Never been there.
Well, it might be too late because Chuck E. Cheese, they're not closing down, but they're getting rid of their animatronics. Now, according to them, it had nothing to do with the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, which did pretty well, but they're getting rid of their animatronics. And I will tell you, as a little children, that I went to a place called Showbiz, which was an offshoot.
You were multiple children?
Yeah, I was. Yeah. Some would say I still am.
Children.
So when I was a children, there was a place called Showbiz. I had a couple birthdays there, and they had animatronics, including, I think Chuck E. Cheese was actually at Showbiz. So it was an offshoot of Chuck E. Cheese.
Was it
I
a
was
collaboration?
creeped out. I was just there for the video
No
games.
business like it.
I was there for the video games. But anyway.
You play video games?
I know it's shocking.
Nah.
So what they're going to do is they're going to replace the animatronics with actual live people. People in costumes doing the band stuff. Now, what they say is they're going to take all of them, like including the one that's just over at Haywood. They will take the animatronics and they will ship them all to California, where they're leaving the original Chuck E. Cheese open. That way they can have parts. So somewhere in a warehouse in California, there's going to be a bunch of parts of Chuck E. Cheese and all his things. And would you spend one night?
Yeah, of course.
In that warehouse?
We are going to have to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You do understand what's going to happen.
I've
never said
no. He wants to go to Chuck E. Cheese. You're missing.
No. I'm trying to.
It's a magical place.
The
Simpsons arcade. Do they still have the Simpsons arcade game? They should.
I don't see. I'm curious if you have been to a Chuck E. Cheese lately. Maybe with your kids or your grandkid. Would it look weird for 3 to 5 dudes ranging from their 30s to 40s? And 50s to show up at Chuck E. Cheese? Would that be weird?
You're not old. You're just distinguished.
No. I just don't want it to look creepy that we're there without kids.
I feel like
we can bring a kid.
I can get my granddaughter to go.
There you go. I'll get my son.
We grab my niece, and then we can.
I feel like it would just look like a frat party or like a bachelor party gone wrong.
I don't think we would be able to pull that off. due
we
to
would
age.
bring my
Stag
son.
party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think I'm the
That's
only
it.
one who
Easy
could pull that off. No offense.
I'm getting the feeling of.
By the way,
moving on
happy
here.
birthday to Cameron. He just turned
Happy
30.
birthday,
Happy
Cameron.
birthday,
Cameron.
said anything.
Happy birthday.
I was going to leave it out till
you.
you mentioned. I mean,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So see the microphone use there. I am a god on the microphone.
all right. Excuse me, your lordship.
Okay.
Duna Bros says Chuck E. Cheese
Bro.
games are not as awesome as they used to be. They're all about the tickets now. Yeah, but with the tickets, if you get enough of them, you can go and cash them in for a wonderful prize.
With great tickets comes great prizes.
Well, it takes a lot of great tickets to get great
You
prizes.
know, I'm just going to throw this out here. I guarantee there is no great prizes.
Oh no, there usually is,
Well, they
but
have
it's like for
PS5.
for like 25,000.
You're going to
tickets.
spend
Yeah.
more in tickets than you would if you just went to the store and bought it. But you get
Yeah.
the fun too.
Can we clone tickets?
No, they do it digitally.
Yeah.
now. So you have like a card.
Any
and it-
hackers out there
Yeah.
want to take up
Well,
this challenge?
we do
and-
not
We at the
condone
Upstate
that.
No, well, I mean,
Pulse.
it's for pin testing, I
Okay,
mean,
all right,
just make
all
sure
right.
that Chuck E. Cheese is up to snuff.
There we go. Okay, yeah, that's what we're doing. It's like a mystery shopper type
Yeah,
thing.
that's
Okay,
it.
yeah, that's what
You're
we're
on
doing.
here for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And you're already advocating for
He
hackers.
walks in late, conspiracy theories all over the place.
Talking about
Hacking.
lizard people.
Teaching us how to be corrupt. I mean, seriously, Will, come on, man.
All
Hey,
right,
it's for
let's
the greater
let's
good.
move on to something British because that's always
That's what they all
fun.
say.
Doctor Who returns next week, and we just watched a clip earlier, a Dalek clip, which was amazing.
Yes.
And the fact that David Tennant is back, I don't know how they're going to explain that, but it's Doctor Who, so they don't have to be too intricate with it. I'm so glad that the writer's back. I'm glad that Tennant's back. I'm looking forward to the new Doctor also, but it comes back on the 25th, so next Saturday.
And the funniest thing about all of that is that we figured out that a very good friend of mine is on Doctor Who, and I didn't even realize she was. So I'm going to give her a text message and say, "You never told me you were on Doctor Who." That is, of course, Aisling B. She's an Irish comedian.
I
And
think
she
she was
on
at
it.
least on there for an episode.
Yeah, I need to talk to her. And
Well, they
say,
do that a lot. They
Tell
bring
me.
in comedians and stuff that are around the area. So, but we stopped watching when the writing got so bad, and we had watched for years. The writing got really, really bad. Viper Dave says, "I miss Rose." So do I. It's really close for me for my favorite companion between Rose and
Rose was Billy Piper, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Billy Piper. Between Rose and I just keep seeing a Marvel hero in my head and not who she was.
Karen Gillan.
Yes, Karen Gillan, whose character was
Amy Pond.
Amy Pond. Yes,
Amelia
Ding,
Pond.
ding, ding.
Amelia Pond and custard and fish sticks. Oh yeah,
Fish fingers
we
and
do-
custard.
Do they actually
South
eat
Park.
fish sticks and custard?
No,
well,
why would you fish?
because
sticks
they
and
did
custard?
it on Doctor Who, so that must mean it's real.
you see on the television is real.
It's not.
It is.
What kind of
What?
custard are we talking?
It looked like it was yellow.
It was a yellow custard.
Yeah, it was yellow custard.
Is it like the Beatles custard?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Eating yellow custard.
Do you like fish sticks and curried custard? Is that a tradition? Is that something?
I'm like,
You're currying your custard?
I eat a lot of curry sauce. McDonald's. I'm not going to plug McDonald's curry sauce because it's not the McDonald's curry sauce. It's Irish McDonald's curry sauce, which they say is Irish AF. And that's what they say.
I don't know what that means. So
Do we even? I
go
don't think we even have curry sauce at a McDonald's here.
I think there's some special.
It used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, there used to be.
yeah.
But you can look
What
up.
was that thing that
Go look
caused a
up-
riot? Oh yeah, the Szechuan sauce.
Szechuan.
No, that was a grimace shake.
No, that just killed
Both.
people.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys heard this or not, but Snoop Dogg has given up smoking.
We're all dead.
No,
It's the end of the world.
That's how you know the Mandela effect is real.
So my question for you guys
It's
in the
the
round
end.
table, if you are known for something
Okay.
and it's made you famous and you
Okay.
give it up, do you also lose your fame with it?
I don't know, man, but when,
That was a serious question. It really was. Because I'm
well, if I give up my Irish accent, would it? Yeah, I don't know.
I think
What
this
would
is
you
going to
even be?
impact him less than the change to Snoop Lion. That
Yeah,
didn't
that
go.
was-
that
was
didn't
not
go
good.
well for him.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, when
went-
he went Snoop Lion, he got all Rasta for a minute and he went straight Snoop Lion.
Hear me now, Snoop Lion in the house.
That was good.
Okay.
How many accents do you have, Odie?
All of them.
Yes, he speaks 5 languages. So I mean, there's that, and he's a braggart.
So what I'd say about this is it depends on the
Not
person.
yet.
If they can reinvent
Well, no,
themselves
no.
pretty well, then yes,
One
they'd
more
be able to be
minute,
fine.
so we can time in the lightning round.
If they're
Don't
stuck,
make me noob you.
if they're stuck, like if they, it depends on how adaptable the person is. That's just what it happens. Did you just dab?
Yes, I
You
did.
you did. That's
That's a bad one.
Some of you got to see that.
By the way, here's the thing that he said. I read the article. He said that he has to be cognizant of his image now that he's a grandpa, and there are some things that he knows that are not healthy that will make him not be around to see his grandkids grow up.
Yeah, Willie Nelson cannot die.
All I gotta say
Well,
is
yeah, he's
the
an
kids weren't
alien,
good
though.
enough.
He's
No,
not, yeah.
Willie Nelson is just preserved by some of the herbal experience that he has.
Have y'all ever seen that the Omega Mart commercial with Willie Nelson?
No.
I would like to encourage you to check it out. It's this
Oh, yeah?
this art installment in I think Las Vegas.
It's in Las Vegas. Yes.
Yeah, and they just have this whole commercial. It's super trippy, super far out. Willie Nelson's in it. It'll blow your mind, and you'll want to go to Las Vegas to go see this art installment.
Okay.
I kind of want to go to Vegas anyway.
That's
But before that, how about we go on a break?
Yeah, how about we do that? Because when we come back, we're going to hit lightning round. You listen to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD, the voice of the Carolinas. He just says smoking, Duna Bros. So I don't know. I mean, but the article made it sound like
all know what that
he is done with the cannabis.
Well, you know what it makes me think of is when if y'all kept up with Filthy Frank back in the day when he made the change to Joji.
Okay, you're speaking
What
a language
words did
that
you
it's
say?
Oh wow, yeah.
all right. So
All right, kids, sit down. It's time to learn a little bit about internet culture.
Sit right back in here.
Teach me about the memes, Will.
Let me teach you.
What
about
are
the
these
far, far,
memes?
Long ago, there was this guy named Filthy Frank, and he started out on YouTube doing really bad language lessons, and then he dropped that whole thing and stopped being a comedian.
I'm trying to remember how to do this. Oh yeah, no, I know.
Became a serious musician.
really, you've gone 2 weeks and you can't remember?
Just for a split second, I was like,
I mean,
huh?
that's why we waited so you can crossfade. I need to remind you how to crossfade.
Yeah.
So you put lightning round
I
in
haven't.
channel
I
2.
Done.
Are you have it in? I don't see it up there.
It's right there.
Where
Right there.
is it in 3?
That's
Okay.
the lightning round.
All right. All right.
In 3.
I don't know why you put it in 3 when 2
Because-
is perfectly fine.
I like 3.
Okay. Or tree,
I
as
was
you
about
say.
to ask, what about the tree?
Kitty.
Yes.
Only
Since when
if
did you
I'm in a
start saying
forest.
3? I mean, who are you? You're not really Odie. He doesn't say 3.
By the way, I've been looking up above your head, seeing the moon,
I'm looking.
and I wonder if the kid's still fishing up there.
Wait, the Loch Ness Monster, that is an Irish thing, isn't it? I was waiting for that look.
Bro. Bro.
I am an agent of chaos.
Who isn't in this room? You say that amongst the rest of the chaotic.
Hey man, you're just out there somewhere, man. Okay.
I've never been out there. If
I
I
have.
was, I'm not sure I can make it back.
It was fun.
You do have a terrible sense of direction.
Because I'm like Zorro. So if
are.
I get out there, I'm not asking for directions. It wouldn't do me any good anyway.
How did the hippie drown?
I don't know how the
It was
hippie
too
drowned.
far out.
Is that a dad joke?
Oh, I thought I got caught for my
That's a
crime
bad
Did you
finally.
say dad joke or
I
bad
said,
joke?
is that no? Well, exactly.
I mean, both can be. It doesn't have to be mutually exclusive.
You smell an Englishman. Are you a giant?
Fee, fi, fo,
He could be.
fo.
We've never seen him before. He's not a link.
No, you're smelling your food from earlier.
Oh, that was terrible.
It's not. It's not settling well in my stomach. I
Yeah,
can
it's
tell you
in
that.
mine either.
Where'd y'all go?
Mistakes were made. We're
Yeah,
not
we-
saying. We're
we
not
not
saying.
saying
We'll
it.
tell you
Like-
later. Picked off. Picked off. Yes.
I feel like a bubble.
Way to go, 21. Why is he being? He did bring it. He brought it out. No, he was down. That guy tackled him. He should get a flag on that. Who's down in the end zone? That's a touchback.
Oh, and the Chuck E. Cheese thing. Have y'all ever seen the Rock-a-Fire explosion?
No.
They took the old Showbiz Pizza animatronics and they programmed them to do like Usher's Love in This Club and like a couple other like MGMT Electric Feel. It's gold.
Sounds creepy to me. I gotta be honest.
It's
It's like
a little bit of both.
something I might see in a nightmare.
Here's the
you
thing:
know?
we just get Nick Cage, and
I'm
he takes
gonna
care
run
of
out.
all of our
I'm
problems.
gonna run out with the lightning
Have you
round.
seen the
What?
I'm going to run out of the lightning round.
What do you mean?
Something Wonderland?
Oh, no, I'm not.
No.
You need to watch that.
I've seen like the Nick Cage.
I don't think I have
freak
enough
out
to fade.
compilations, and those are good.
That'll be fine.
You, could throw
You
something
need to
else in
watch
there.
Willy's Wonderland.
Okay.
Watch that. It's
Lightning can only strike twice so many times.
All right, time for the lightning round. We squeeze in as many things as we possibly can in the last couple of minutes of the show, including there is now a college course that grades students on their Zelda skills. Is this a class that you would sign up for, Will?
Old school Zelda or new Zelda?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'd do it.
School is offering a new engineering course titled The Legend of Zelda: A Link to Machine Design. This might interest Odie and Cameron also.
That sounds like heaven.
Where students will be graded on machines built in the latest Zelda game. Tears of the Kingdom students even get access to a Switch they can use for research. Professor Ryan D. Sokol says he got the idea for the course because he was impressed by the game's in-depth physics system. The course already has a waiting list double the size of a typical engineering course. So it's about engineering, but
Maybe-
you're doing.
maybe
Of
I
course
should-
you would, Chris.
When
You
are we
still think
enrolling?
you still think it's the
the
game of the year. It's not.
Maybe
Baldur's
I
Gate
should-
3 is.
Maybe I should bring that was Steven, by the way. Don't
Oh, my bad, Chris. My bad. Okay. I messed up.
Maybe-
Steven, by the way, had a really bad accident. He's had to have several surgeries.
Oh God.
And hopefully he's doing better. He fell off a ladder. And
We wish him a speedy recovery.
we do.
Yeah.
He's someone who's on all the time. And he
I was wondering where he
let us know.
was.
Yeah, well, he's hurting.
Yeah,
That's where he is. He's hurting. Xbox has created its first ever edible controller. Not like the way you're thinking.
Hey, dude, I'm going to play some Xbox and get out
Are
of
we
my
gonna bring
way.
back the CBD shirt idea?
All right, it's a Wonka-inspired chocolate console. So they actually have a chocolate console. It's a Willy Wonka thing. They've got the controller. It's solid chocolate. It's in a golden ticket, and you can eat the chocolate. It also has other candies in it, including achievement hunting, which is delicious chocolate with a boost of energy ingredients, which helps with long-term gaming focus. Time to rack up that game score. Button masher, buzzy with bold espresso to keep your reactions crisp and you're ahead in the game.
You said button masher, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Your citrus sidekick, chocolate and orange team up for a sunny burst of flavor in honor of the fruitful variety of games available on Xbox Game Pass. Also, extra kick balances out the sweet and just the right amount of heat. See what I did there? Just
All
like
I want to know is
any
what
end
happened.
boss.
What I want to know is what happened, Lonzo, and how did we get a 1994 DJ to rock you into this show?
Because if you're
I
going
don't know, Wombat.
sell the thing like it needs to be sold, you've got to go into that voice. Absolutely. Baldur's Gate 3 is going to have physical.
Do the voice.
No, I'm not.
Do the
It's
Baldur's
coming.
Gate 3 is
It's
coming up in the next 5 minutes.
Well, let me finish. Baldur's Gate 3 Physical Deluxe Edition. So what they're going to do is they're going to put out 2 discs for PlayStation 5, 3 discs for Xbox Collector's Edition. It will also have original soundtracks on CDs.
They're not Twitter bucks.
Cloth world map, 2 fabric patches, 32 stickers, and a Baldur's Gate 3 art poster. Now, Cameron and I have been buying a lot of online games. Physical media, you just don't do it that much. Is it worth it for a collector's edition?
For this one in particular, maybe.
Yeah, it's a really good game. So,
Of course, on the soundtrack, all I just want to listen to is
all right, Scott Pilgrim, the anime is out. Cameron and I have watched 2 episodes, and I'm going to spoil right now. Scott Pilgrim dies. There you go. There you go. There you go. Scott Pilgrim is dead.
You know, bombshells and
He's
just dropping
There
them.
was no buffer between
He's just
spoiler
dead.
warning and-
Scott Pilgrim
Should've
is
been
no
fast
longer
track ball.
alive. Also, the What If season 2 trailer has dropped. And I don't know if you guys have watched the What If season 2 trailer. And what they're going to do, it's going to be the 12 days of What If. They're going to release an episode every day leading up to Christmas.
On the
That's
12th
awesome.
day of What If my Captain Marvel gave to me 7 somethings doing something with something and a partridge in the galaxy.
Well, that's the only part
Still
anybody
better than
really
what Tim did
knows.
last year, but
By the way, looking forward to What If. I love What If season 1, and I want to see season 2.
I'm looking forward to it.
Madam Web trailer. All right, I gotta say, I'm not real excited about it.
No,
I'm gonna go see it, and it has nothing to do with it being female led or anything like that. Spider Woman's gonna be in it, and Spider Woman. I don't know if you knew that. There's like 2 Spider Women.
I was
There's
a
two
big
Spider-Man?
fan of the 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
with Madam Web.
And Madam Web was
exactly.
in there.
That's the only time I ever heard of her.
Well, and
before.
that's the thing is, this movie. I think Sony just doesn't know what to do with the property.
Well, I think this is a
that
Marvel.
they keep making.
I think this
is
Marvel.
it?
I think this is Marvel.
I
Yeah.
thought that was a Sony.
I could be
It's
wrong.
Sony.
I'm pretty
It's
sure.
Sony, Dad.
Well, we'll find out.
It's got the
You
Sony
know what?
feel.
Even if it is Sony, which I don't think it is, it still would be Marvel. So there,
You got me.
the man's got a point.
because they have to share the property.
I have been beaten.
He's blunt, but he's got a point.
All right, that's what I do.
Did you like She-Hulk?
I like She-Hulk.
Yeah.
I thought it was all right.
That was a quick pullback there.
so you didn't like She-Hulk?
I liked it, but I didn't like that they kept breaking the fourth wall. There's only one man in all of that universe that can break the fourth wall and do it right, and it is Wade Wilson.
No, she does.
She
that
does it in the comic
comics.
books. She's done it since the
Yeah,
beginning.
Fair
of-
enough, but she's not as good as it.
Well, I don't.
I mean, that's fair.
I mean,
but
Well, maybe in the comics she
well,
is.
and
but-
what the last episode or next to last episode when she breaks out of the
Oh,
panel
that'd
and
be
comes, that was kind of cool. That really was. I like that. Okay, well, fine. To each his
Again,
own.
I will go back to my original statement from 4 or 5 weeks ago. Green chicks, man.
There we go.
You know,
There's something special.
Lauren, can we get some green paint?
Yes, green.
you keep
paint.
advocating for it. I
You
don't
do.
know if it'll.
Because he's a lizard person.
He absolutely
No
is.
lizard queen.
By the way, also, Xbox is coming out with a Bluey console.
Twitter
and
box.
And it looks like Bluey, and the controller looks like Bluey.
Huh.
And if you
I
want,
can't even look at that because I will cry.
Every generation
I
has its
cry watching Bluey.
Bluey's a good
dog
show.
now.
Bluey's a fantastic
It's a
show.
very good, except for the Death
good
Show. The Death Show I did not like because
Oh, that was too hard.
because
Yeah.
we didn't know, and the granddaughter was watching Bluey, and it's like,
Yeah.
man, this is when's my daughter get here? I mean, this is her job now. It's not mine.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
not
my
my
I don't
job.
have to tell this
grade.
a third time.
Yeah, I don't want to do it again.
Mhm.
Something that I do want to do again, and that would be the Upstate Pulse, and that will be next week. By the way, make sure that you continue to send us your requests for the Upstate Pulse annual Christmas karaoke special coming up in just a few weeks. We're going to have a blast like we always do, and we will try our best to sing the song that you send in the voice that you send to us. And I cannot let Odie sing in a foreign language because which is
That's not really a foreign.
Yeah, it's- that's-
never.
It
it
sounds
says-
like it though.
No,
Random
it's-
words.
it says in the Garden of Eden. That's what they're saying. They're just really stoned.
Yeah.
Iron butterfly.
Yes, Iron.
I'm just tripping on a hole in a paper heart at this point.
Yeah, I'm going to do that all the way home. You are looking and listening to the Upstate Pulse right here on News Talk 98.9 WRD. They're looking. I see them. They're right
looking.
on the stream.
Okay, love you, bye.
And make sure you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you have a happy Thanksgiving. Tolerate the people who come around. Try to be nice.
Listen to the Tara Show Friday morning. Really, 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 really do listen.
Yeah, because Odie's hosting. Hey, that's not my fault. You should have mentioned that earlier.
I'm sorry, I forgot.
Because
All
we
about
could
that.
push. I mean, you're the one doing it.
I
We
know. I forgot all about
could-
it.
We would have pushed that big time.
All of you people here, if you want to listen to me on Friday morning, I will be working here. I'll be doing this, filling in for Tara because Tara's taking a well-needed vacation, and I'm going to be here.
Anybody who's in here, if
And
you ever need.
That guy's going to be here as well.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's going to work. I know
Are
I'm
you going to
joking.
be in here or are you going to be in her office?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
Okay.
No, I'm not going to be in her office. You'll be looking at me.
No, he'll either be in here or in that
I was
studio.
going to say, I did
Yeah.
leave right on Friday right there. So, I mean, if you want to be in.
Oh, yeah, cool. There you go.
If
So
anybody needs 3.5 to quarter-inch jacks, I have 4 spares in here. I have headphone cleaner if you want to clean your headphones. And then the rest is my stuff.
Listen,
We
my
should probably wrap
wax
up-
is my wax, dude. And you know what my wax does? It makes people not want to use my phone. So my wax
Oh, you're
stays
talking
in
about-
my
You're
headphones.
talking about earwax.
Yeah, we're talking about yeah.
Make sure to bring your own microfiber.
Sorry about that, Scott. I've had to do that myself working Thanksgiving Day. Luckily, this year everyone gets the day off here. It wasn't always that way. We started doing it last year, and I did a ton of extra work so everyone can have their day off. And I'm not just saying that because I did a ton of extra work so everyone could have their day off. Yes.
Did you do work?
What?
What?
I did a bunch of extra work so everyone could have their day off on Thursday.
X work.
All
X
right.
gonna give it to you.
Yeah. So, hey, say goodbye, Odie.
Goodbye, Odie.
Say goodbye, Cameron.
Goodbye, Cameron.
No, you don't get to say goodbye, Will, because you're not on a microphone.
Yeah, you're not on a microphone. Will.
Yeah. So